2 weeks have passed since the devastating earthquake struck Jajarkot on the 3rd of November. Thousands of people have been displaced from their homes and compelled to live in temporary arrangements. And at the lack of concrete plans from the government, their daily lives have been further crippled as temperatures go down. There is a call on concerned authorities to expedite relief efforts for all those affected that have no alternative but the support from the state. Good morning, I'm Sapsanamma. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. Poachers kill 2 female one-horned rhinos in Chitwan National Park. The dead rhinos were found in separate pits with their horns and hoofs cut off and taken. Chhat, the festival of sun, begins from today with devotees taking a holy dip in water in the first day that is also called Nahai Khai. Israeli airstrikes continue across Gaza. Thousands of women, children, sick and the wounded in danger of death amid hospital siege. And Colombia upset Brazil 2-1 at the FIFA World Cup South American qualifiers. Argentina falls Uruguay to 2-0. Poachers have killed 2 female one-horned rhinos in Chitwan National Park. The killings took place in Chaparkori in the national park's east sector. The dead female rhinos were found in 2 different traps as their horns and hoofs were taken. According to the national park's information officer Ganesh Tiwari, one of the dead rhinos was around 18 years old and the other was 5 years old. Tiwari has said the rhinos were killed by professional poachers. Chhat, the festival of sun, has begun from today with devotees taking a holy dip in water in the first day today that is also called Nahai Khai. On the second day tomorrow, which is also known as Lohanda or Karna, devotees take up fasting. The third day is known as Sandhya Arghya, where devotees spend the day preparing offerings which consists of fruits and tekua. On the final day, on Monday, devotees conclude the festival by offering arghya to the sun and conclude their fast. Riverbanks in the Tarai region have been decked up for devotees. Various rivers, water reservoirs and ponds have been decorated. A similar scenario can be seen in eastern Tarai's Chhapa, Morang and Sunsari. Likewise, Burikola along the border between Sunsari and Morang districts is expected to see a footfall of around 200,000 devotees. Around 500 spots for worshipping have been installed along the 1-kilometer section along the river. Likewise, youths in Birganj have also expedited preparations for the festival as the popular Ghadi Arya Pond, among others, have been decorated. Prayers are dedicated to the sun to show gratitude for bestowing life on earth. The government is yet to bring any concrete programs for the rehabilitation of the earthquake victims from Jajarkot and Rukum West. The November 3rd earthquake earlier this month had ravaged parts of 11 districts in the western Nepal. The government is yet to collect complete data of physical losses, while rehabilitation works have lagged behind. As per the latest data of the government, over 26,000 houses were completely destroyed by the Jajarkot earthquake. Another 35,000 houses were partially damaged. The government has said that it is focusing on the distribution of relief assistance, even as the victims are saying that they have not received even a single help for temporary shelter to spend the nights. The government has sent a financial assistance of 50,000 rupees for every household demolished in the Jajarkot and Rukum for the construction of temporary shelter. The other 9 districts have not received the assistance yet. The government has also set up a fund worth 10 billion rupees for the relief assistance and rehabilitation of the earthquake victims. Government, however, lacks planning for the rehabilitation model and land acquisition for the rehabilitation program. The government has said that temporary homes for the victims will be constructed within a month's time, which will be followed by reconstruction phase. Experts had previously reiterated on fragile house construction in the western part of Nepal, and therefore the planners need to be careful while proceeding with the reconstruction works. 72.6% of the population in Bagmati province rely on agriculture for income. However, an agricultural population census report has highlighted 55% of the farmers in the province cannot sustain their livelihoods through the agricultural sector alone. Majority of farmers have yet to benefit from the government's grant programs that have been limited to businessmen and people with political connections. This has prompted the Bagmati province government to revise its farmers' grant policy. The province's Land Management, Agriculture and Cooperatives Ministry had granted Samyam Ansari, the chairperson of Muslim Commission, over 6 million rupees to operate a slaughterhouse. However, Ansari sold the slaughterhouse established with the grant money. The ministry is doing legworks to recover the grant money from Ansari following a directive from the Agriculture Grant Investigation Subcommittee of the Parliament. The Government Agriculture Grant Programme invited more controversy after a grant was provided to a farm owned by former Minister Haribol Gajurel. Many other political figures and individuals with political connections have reaped undue benefit from the government grant, tarnishing the image of the initiative. The province government has hence begun preparations to distribute subsidized loans based on outcome through the local levels instead of handing individuals and farms financial assistance through the ministry. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked people in several provinces what should be done to raise farmers' access to agricultural grants. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
हामी गाउँहरुको मान्छेलाई पहुँच पनि बनाइदिनु थाहा पनि हुनु पर्यो त्यो प्रक्रिया सहज बनाइदिनु पर्यो
किसानको आउटपुट हेरेर उनीहरुको आवश्यकताको आधारमा अनुदान प्रोवाइड गर्यो भनेदेखि त्यो अनुदानले चाहिँ रियल मिनिङ दिन्थ्यो जस्तो लाग्छ
हामी जस्ता सर्वसाधारण किसानको नि खेतीहरु हेरेर दिने गरे भने राम्रो हुन्छ
पहुँचवालालाई होइन कि त्यो जसले चाहिँ अलि दुःख गर्छ मेहनत गर्छ हैन त्यस्तो खालको मान्छेलाई चाहिँ दिन पर्छ
सहकारी मार्फत गर्यो भनेदेखि अझ किसानबाट पुग्छ पहुँचवालाले मात्र पाउने अवस्था रहँदैन
नेताले अब आफै खान्छन् आफै बनाउँछन्
सरकारबाट त हामीलाई केही सुविधै पाएको होइन अब त्यसको लागि हामीले जानकारी पाउनु पर्यो
किसानहरुलाई प्रभावकारी तरिकाले सूचीकरण गर्ने
किसानलाई सूचना दिनु पर्यो नि त जो वडा अध्यक्ष हुन्छ सदस्य हुन्छ उनीहरु भन्नु पर्यो
किसानको पहुँच बढाउनलाई चाहिँ आएर निरीक्षण गर्नु पर्यो
आजभोलि चाहिँ कार्यकर्ता पाल्ने बाटो भएको छ वास्तविक किसानको पहिचान हुनु पर्यो
किसानले चाख दिनु पर्यो
किसानलाई आएको पैसा किसानले पाउनु पर्छ
सरकार चाहिँ साच्चै किसान मैत्री हुनु पर्यो
कस्तो किसिमको आवश्यकता छ सही पहिचान लिएर अनि उनलाई अनुदान दिनुपर्छ
किनै तहको सरकारहरु संवेदनशील बन्नुपर्छ
जो अनुदान दिने निकायहरुले पनि आवश्यकता बुझेर दिनु राम्रो हुन्छ
स्थानीय निकाय र सबै संयन्त्रहरु इमानदार हुनुपर्छ
प्रक्रियाहरु सहज बनाइदिनु पर्यो हामीलाई थाहा पनि हुँदैन
Social networking platform TikTok has corresponded with the Nepal Telecommunications Authority regarding the recent government decision to ban the application. TikTok has claimed it has removed any video that violates the criteria that has been agreed with various government units. The letter written to NTA also mentions that TikTok has been one of tax-paying digital service companies since August 29. TikTok headquarters has clarified that user security was its top priority and that the government of Nepal could directly contact them for any questionable content. The company's head of public policy and government relations for South Asia, Ferdous Motakin, mentioned in an email that the ban will not just hamper their investment plans but also have a severe economic impact on Nepali content creators, especially young adults. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion. The question is, why is the government accumulating public loan? Your options are A, no knowledge of financial management, B, enhanced responsibilities, and C, lack of internal resources. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Israel has said troops in Gaza have found the body of hostage Yehudit Weiss, a 65-year-old woman abducted by Hamas on 7th of October. Officials say she was recovered from a structure adjacent to the Sifa hospital as the military confirmed its continued targeted activity there. The hospital director said hundreds of patients were still at the site. Ashraf Al-Qudra, spokesman for the health ministry in Gaza, has said thousands of women, children, sick and the wounded are in danger of death as Israel continues its raid on Al-Shifa for a third night in an attempt to find an elusive Hamas command and control center it has long claimed it's located there. Mobile phone and internet services are down across Gaza because of a lack of fuel, Palestinian telecoms company has said. Telecommunications firms Jawal and Paltel say all energy sources sustaining their generators have run out. Meanwhile, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees has said it could suspend operations in Gaza due to lack of fuel. Israel has blocked all but one fuel delivery to Gaza since the start of the war. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 11,500 people have been killed in Gaza since then. Injured Palestinians have been receiving treatment in Egypt after being evacuated from Gaza through the Rafah border crossing. This month, Egypt had received a limited number of medical evacuees, most of whom have been taken to Egyptian hospitals for treatment. 2 boys and their legs amputated, with one saying he was shocked to wake up after an operation and see his leg gone and crying after the realization that he had his leg amputated. An injured woman said much of her family, including a number of her children, were killed. A WHO spokesperson said that Al Arish Hospital in Egypt was likely to be the first referral hospital, and it was working with the Egyptian government on planning and establishing a comprehensive triage, stabilization and medical evacuation system, including providing additional medical supplies and mental health support. The first evacuations of patients from Gaza to hospitals outside Egypt took place on Wednesday when 27 cancer patients were flown to Turkey from Al Arish. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.